I've heard some criticism of our movement, which does have a valid point, often coming from people who are sympathetic to our cause and truly want to help us. That criticism is that as a movement, we don't have a coherent message of exactly what it is that we're hoping to achieve. What exactly are our goals? What is it that we can reasonably expect to change? Well, I have a proposal for you. This is only my opinion, but I do believe that there will be some of you that will agree with my analysis. I think it makes sense for us to focus on 3 core demands. Undoubtedly, there are more than 3 things wrong with this world. And obviously, all of us have complaints which fall outside of these 3 items. But should we be successful with these 3, it does seem to me as though we'll at least have a chance at addressing all of our other problems. Should we not be successful in addressing these 3 core demands, all will be lost. I propose that we should absolutely not rest until these demands are achieved. Actually, should we be successful with these demands, when we are successful with these demands, it would then make sense at that point to capitalize on our momentum and work on some of the other problems facing our country. So what I'm saying is we've got a long, long way to go before we can afford to rest. First, we demand the reversal of the Citizens United decision by the Supreme Court, or for campaign finance laws to be passed in Congress which negate that decision's corrosive effect on our democracy. Corporations are not people. When corporations act badly, there is nobody culpable. Nobody is to blame. In the same way that a corporation cannot be found guilty of fraud and sent to prison, and due to the myriad of ways that a corporation can avoid any responsibility for its wrongdoing, so it should be that a corporation should not be afforded the same rights as citizens under our Constitution. Freedom of speech is indeed sacred for us, but you must understand there is a very big difference between your rights to speak your mind to anyone who will listen and the right of corporations and foreign governments to spend unlimited funds on intentionally misleading and factually inaccurate media campaigns to sway public opinion based on lies for the purpose of nothing more than their ever-growing profitability. The truth has no chance in this environment, and this absolutely must be changed for our movement to have any chance. Secondly, there must be justice for the banksters. We know that there are a good many people and companies who have committed massive fraud. If you've ever seen any of the documentaries about how we came to be in this financial mess, you know that there is zero doubt that all of this came about because there are a great many who were and remain more concerned with profit than about people. We demand that these responsible people be held accountable for their actions. We demand that the regulators at the SEC stop spending their days watching internet porn and start doing their jobs. And we demand that the Justice Department stop perp-walking these guys up and down Wall Street. To date, there hasn't been one person held accountable for what really amounts to the greatest fraud in human history. This also is our demand, and until this demand is met, there will not be any hope for positive change in this country. The final demand I propose is for a free and unregulated internet. While it currently exists as largely free and mostly uncensored, there have been incidents and anecdotal evidence indicates that there is definitely censorship going on by internet service providers and websites. Emails with certain websites or names somehow aren't delivered. This censorship is happening, and it isn't happening by accident. Nor is it by accident that quietly, behind the scenes, the FCC and many members of Congress are slowly dismantling our net neutrality. If we lose our ability to exchange freely our ideas and information, it will be the end of us. We cannot allow this to happen. We must demand that net neutrality that we fought for the past couple of decades remains as it should be. Without that, we have no hope to prevail. So there you have it, our 3 core demands. We demand the end of corporate personhood and to their complete unlimited influence on our elections. We demand that our Justice Department hold to account those persons who committed the massive fraud which nearly melted our system, our financial system and economy. And we demand that the internet remain free for the open exchange of ideas and information. And until we are assured that these demands have been met, our occupation will continue. That is my proposal. I submit it to you for your discussion, and I yield the floor.